The air within the Vatican City is thick with incense and speculation. Behind the ancient walls, whispers echo through the hallowed halls. Is there a power struggle brewing, a silent battle for the soul of the Catholic Church? At the heart of this speculation are two prominent figures, Pope Francis, the reformist pontiff, and Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, the charismatic Archbishop Emeritus of Manila. Their leadership styles, strikingly similar yet subtly different, have fueled rumors of a rift. The Vatican, a place of immense power and tradition, is no stranger to intrigue. Popes have come and gone, each leaving their mark on the Church. Yet, the current pontificate, under the guidance of Pope Francis, has been particularly noteworthy for its reformist zeal. This has led some to question whether the winds of change are blowing too fiercely, unsettling the established order. The relationship between Pope Francis and Cardinal Tagle has been the subject of much scrutiny. Are they two sides of the same coin, united in their vision for a more inclusive and compassionate Church? Or are they destined to clash? The world watches, holding its breath, as the drama unfolds within the sacred city. Pope Francis, the first Jesuit pope, ascended to the papacy in 2013, bringing with him a reputation for humility and a deep concern for the poor and marginalized. His papacy has been marked by a radical departure from the traditional pomp and ceremony associated with the office. Francis's vision for the Church is one of inclusivity and mercy. He has repeatedly emphasized the need for the Church to be a poor church for the poor, reaching out to the peripheries of society and embracing those who have felt excluded. His pronouncements on issues such as climate change, economic inequality, and the refugee crisis have earned him both praise and criticism. However, Francis's reformist agenda has not been without its detractors. Within the Vatican, a powerful faction of traditionalists has viewed his papacy with suspicion, if not outright hostility. The internal struggle between the reformists and the traditionalists has created a climate of tension within the Vatican, threatening to undermine Francis's ambitious agenda. Into this complex and often fraught environment stepped Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle. Born in the Philippines, Tagle's rise through the ranks of the Church has been nothing short of meteoric. Known for his charisma, his intellectual prowess, and his deep spirituality, Tagle quickly became a rising star in the Church. Tagle's appointment as Archbishop of Manila in 2011 brought him to the attention of the wider Catholic world. He embraced his new role with characteristic energy and enthusiasm, reaching out to the poor and marginalized in the sprawling metropolis. His homilies, delivered with warmth and humor, resonated with people from all walks of life. When Pope Francis was elected in 2013, many saw in Tagle a kindred spirit. Francis recognized Tagle's talents and quickly elevated him within the Vatican hierarchy. The close alignment between Pope Francis and Cardinal Tagle's visions for the Church has led some to speculate that Tagle is being groomed as a potential successor to Francis. Their shared emphasis on mercy, compassion, and outreach to the peripheries of society suggests a continuity of vision that could shape the future of the Church for decades to come. However, despite their shared values, there have been instances where Francis's decisions have diverged from Tagle's approach. These divergences, although subtle, have fueled rumors of a growing rift between the two men. One such instance involved the Vatican's response to the ongoing clerical sexual abuse crisis. While both Francis and Tagle have condemned the abuse and called for accountability, their approaches to addressing the issue have differed. These differences in approach have provided fodder for speculation about the true nature of the relationship between Francis and Tagle. The perceived tension between Pope Francis and Cardinal Tagle plays out against the backdrop of a deeply divided Church. The Catholic Church in the 21st century is a global institution grappling with a wide range of challenges, from secularization and declining church attendance in the West to poverty and persecution in parts of the developing world. Within this complex and rapidly changing landscape, the Church is increasingly polarized between those who favor a more traditional approach to faith and morals and those who believe that the Church must adapt to the realities of the modern world. This division is reflected in the debates over issues such as sexuality, gender, and the role of women in the Church. Pope Francis' papacy, with its emphasis on mercy, inclusivity, and dialogue, has exacerbated these divisions. His overtures to the LGBT community and his calls for a more welcoming and compassionate Church have been welcomed by progressives, but have alienated some conservatives. The traditionalists, who feel that Francis is diluting the Church's teachings, have become increasingly vocal in their opposition to his papacy. The perceived tension between Francis and Tagle is often viewed through the lens of this broader division within the Church. Cardinal Tagle's meteoric rise through the ranks of the Church, coupled with his close alignment with Pope Francis's vision, has led to widespread speculation that he is being groomed as a potential successor to Francis. His charisma, his intellect, and his deep spirituality make him a formidable figure within the Church, and his election as Pope would send shockwaves throughout the Catholic world. Tagle's supporters point to his many qualities that make him an ideal candidate for the papacy. He is a gifted communicator, able to connect with people from all walks of life. He is a compassionate and caring pastor, deeply concerned for the poor and the marginalized. However, Tagle's election as Pope is far from certain. The process of electing a new Pope is shrouded in secrecy, and the outcome is often unpredictable. Despite the uncertainty surrounding his future, one thing is clear. Cardinal Tagle is a force to be reckoned with within the Catholic Church. Both Pope Francis and Cardinal Tagle find themselves leading the Church at a time of unprecedented change and challenge. The world is becoming increasingly secularized, and the Church's teachings on issues such as sexuality, gender, and the role of women are increasingly out of step with the values of modern society. At the same time, the Church is facing a growing crisis of credibility in the wake of the clerical sexual abuse scandal. The revelations of widespread abuse and cover-up have shaken the Church to its core, and restoring trust in the institution will be a long and difficult process. In this complex and often hostile environment, Francis and Tagle are attempting to chart a new course for the Church. They are seeking to balance the Church's commitment to its traditional teachings with the need to engage with the modern world in a meaningful way. This balancing act is no easy feat. The Catholic Church, despite their differences in style and approach, are both world facing unprecedented challenges. The question of whether Pope Francis and Cardinal Tagle are truly united in their vision for the Church, or whether their differences in problems like poverty, hypertension, unfairness, is one that will continue to be debated for years. These issues affect millions of lives and require urgent attention. That both men are committed to serving the Church with its global reach and moral authority in a world that is desperately to address these crises and healing. Francis, the reformer Pope, has shaken up the Vatican with his humility, his compassion for the poor and marginalized, and his willingness to challenge the status quo. Tagle, the charismatic Archbishop, has captured the imagination of Catholics worldwide with his warmth, his intellect, and his deep spirituality. Together, these two men represent the best of what the Catholic Church has to offer. They are men of faith, men of compassion, and men of vision. The legacy of their leadership will likely be one of both continuity and change. They will build on the reforms initiated by Francis, while also adapting to the ever-changing realities of the 21st century. As the sun sets on another day in Vatican City, casting long shadows across St. Peter's Square, the question of the Church's future remains. Will it be a future of division and decline, or a future of renewal and hope? The answer to that question lies in the hands of the Church's leaders, including Pope Francis and Cardinal Tagle. The decisions they make in the years to come will have a profound impact on the lives of billions of Catholics around the world. The challenges facing the Church are many, but so too are the opportunities. With courage, compassion, and a steadfast commitment to the gospel, the Church can emerge from this period of uncertainty stronger than ever before. The world is watching, waiting to see what the future holds for the Catholic Church. Will it be a future of unity and hope, or a future of division and despair? Only time will tell. Please subscribe to our channel History Documentary Hub for more insightful and intriguing content.